The gyroscope. The main reason why we talk about gyroscopes in flight camp is because gyroscopes are what keeps space flying objects like satellites, airplanes, space shuttles, rockets, all these things. It keeps them straight up and down. Because the gyroscope stays up and down, no matter which way the plane goes, the gyroscope will stay where it is. That's their artificial horizon line, letting them know how to land and where they are in space. So if they get disoriented, they can use the gyroscope, which always stays in the right spot, to tell them where they are. So here is your gyroscope. Now the gyroscope is going to look like this. You might get a different variety of gyroscopes. Some are going to be plastic, some are going to be metal, some are, different ways of doing it. Some have a plastic pull start. This right here is the original style gyroscope, and all it is basically is a top. It has a spinning center, and it has this cool looking sphere around the outside. Now there's a little tiny hole in the top of your gyroscope. This little tiny hole is where you put the string. Now the string, if you ever lose the string, you can use dental floss. So you take your string and you feed the string into your hole. And it is like threading a needle. Sometimes it's kind of difficult. But you get it through the hole and you just take a little bit of the string and you push it down over top of the metal part. So that way when you start to roll it, now it's kind of hard to just get it started because you want to keep the string underneath this as you roll it. So you can see how it's over top of that string there, and then you pull it like this. So I'm just kind of keeping it tight by pinching the string while turning the gyroscope. Then you roll as much of the string as you can. It will overlap itself, that's fine. Then you keep going until you get to the point where you're just about to lose your string. So you have all this extra length right here. So you pull it until you get towards the end. You want to leave enough in your hand so you can pull it nice and tight. So now here, you have to pull it fast. Here's another thing. You have to keep your brake on it. You got to keep your finger on it so it doesn't go anywhere. Then you got to pull it tight with your other hand. So I always hold it with one finger, pull like this, and I pull really hard that way. Now, I have to pull nice and fast. So when I'm ready to go, I release my finger, which is holding it tight, and I'm holding on to the sphere on the outside. That way I'm not stopping this from spinning. So I hold onto the sphere, I move my finger out of the way, and then I pull as hard as I can. That gets the gyroscope really spinning. So let's see if I can get it right the first time. Here we go. There we go. So now it's spinning. It's spinning really fast. You have a stand here, and you can put the gyroscope on the stand, and it'll stay up pretty much. Right? It's also still moving kind of fast, and it has actually slowed down a bit. So it has to move really, really fast for you to be able to do all the gyroscope tricks that you want to do. So you can stop it and then try again. I'm going to see if I can feed it through again. And this time I'm going to see if I can do the string trick. Now the string trick is when you pull it through really fast and you get it spinning, then you make a loop on the string and it'll actually go straight out and start to spin. It's because the force of the gyroscope is created by it's wanting to go in all directions. Because it had stuck on the axis and it's spinning, it can't go flying out that way, so all the force gets redirected into these parts right here. So the axis of your gyroscope gets the force. That's what keeps it straight up and down, and that's why airplanes and satellites can use it. All right, this part is difficult, so you do have to practice. You put the string in, and you have to try and pull it tight. There we go. Now we got it spinning pretty well. Now I'm going to take it, put it on the loop, and you're going to hold it, and it keeps itself up. So it's actually kind of slowing itself down quite a bit, so it will fall. Also, it can stand straight up and down too if it's still moving fast. Also, another trick you can do is have the students hold it while it's spinning. And so that's gyroscope. One of the cool things about gyroscope is just a fun toy to learn. It takes a long time for the campers to actually get used to getting it to spin. So let them try it. Let them work with it. And you don't even have to show them any real tricks. Just hand it out and say, this is a gyroscope. This is what they use to keep airplanes straight up and down and know how to land. But don't tell them how to use it. Just hand it to them and say, figure it out. Let's see if we can do some tricks with it. As they figure it out, you can say, ooh, try and use the string. Ooh, try and use the base. See if you can bounce it on your hand. See if you can bounce it on your finger. See if you can pass it to a friend. All of these are fun things you do after they figure out how to work with it. There it is, the gyroscope.